Hello, anyone, everyone, and no one. Welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. And whew, you. You know, I have no problem with this thing. This thing actually works really good. I am still really salty over this thing over here. Now, there's been tons upon tons of comments about, have you tried using waterlog? Yep, I've tried using waterlog this. I've tried waterlogging the piston. Nothing I do can fix this. Lots of people have troubleshooted this, and well, it's just broken. It's broken. It's something with the game mechanic changes. I don't know. Hopefully it'll get fixed here soon. But for now, it's just, we're going to pretend it doesn't exist. Kind of like the big one up there and the broken witch hut and everything else around here that appears to be broken. So, what are we going to get into today? Well, I'm potentially want to get to making this area look better in the long run, but that's not our primary goal. Now, the other day, after finishing this episode and getting it dropped and out and stuff and things, I jumped on the Twitch for a little bit and I did a little bit of streaming. And I started this over here. Now, what is this? Yeah, this is a massively, well, it's not massive yet. Bamboo farm. Now, I know there's other ways you could do this. You could do this with slime blocks and one observer, and I like to be difficult. I think we've established that I like to be difficult. And we've started this bamboo farm here. And we're going to continue this thing on up today. As a matter of fact, I need to go over here and see if we got any glass, because I want this to go ahead and start collecting as we're building this thing. Now, here a while back, we went and gathered up a ton of sand, but I do not think it's going to be nowhere near enough if I can figure out which chest it is stored in here. Yeah, so we got some sand here that we can actually smelt down into some glass, which is what we're going to do, because we're going to collect all that bamboo and we're going to eventually run it into a smelter by itself. So first things first today, I want to smelt down just a little bit of this glass, and I want to go ahead and get a glass wall in front of that over there. There's many more things that I've got to do with this system, and I have no clue how massive we're going to make this system. So actually, just here, let's start this. Just to give you a demonstration here real quick, let's fly over here, because I actually crafted up a ton of observers the other day, and pistons somewhere around here. That's redstone. No, that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, this is going to be a lot bigger than it looks like, okay? A lot. So, let me get some glass in, get a collection system going for that thing, and we will be right back. I gotta watch this. A little bit of an update here. Things are coming along pretty good. As we take a look here, and I got loud dogs in the background. Things are progressing pretty good. I've got all the glass in along the front of everything that has been built so far. Now, as you can see there, some of them are not growing. Now, I've went and added torches in on the side, but apparently, yeah, I'm going to have to add some right up the center column as well. I think maybe we'll do some glowstone or something there. I'm not sure, but right now, we're not getting the full farm growing because, well, it's not lit up properly. But it's working, and everything is kicking off pretty good. Now, considering that this hasn't been going that long and the middle is not growing, that is not bad. But I feel that this is not going to be enough for what I eventually have planned in the long term. Wow, hello, super rockets here. So I do want to continue this all the way up. As I said, I want to take it all the way up to the top of the witch hut. Yeah, we've got to get lights in there. That's all not growing. Or it's growing really slow. So we still got to get lights in there. We still got to get more glass smelted down. We still got a lot of things to do. So yeah, a little bit of an update. Oh yeah, while I started to record update, can we fly up here? Yeah, I got to tear this out really early on when I think it was 1.13 came out. We attempted to mess around to see if we could get creepers spawning up here. Well, let's just say stuff is spawning up here, and I don't want a ninja creeper to land on my face. So I need to tear all this out and continue to build all this up and get that middle column lit. So yeah, that's what's next on the list, and then we'll be right back. And creeper test farm tore out, and bamboo farm is now all the way up to the top. And hello, Tiz. Let's do a little bit of a wave there. And it's it's a big farm. That's what it is. And the rates on this thing, did some testing, did a little bit of streaming to get that thing finished up there, and did some testing on the rates. And this thing produces right on about a full double chest for 1 hour. So that's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually, I don't think, adequate for what I need to do with this thing. I need a lot more. But while I was doing some testing here, as you can see, I took and I started cleaning up a few more of these. But yeah, the problem we're going to run into with cleaning this area up here is, well, one, we can't fly, and two, we're out of shulker boxes. We are completely out of shulker boxes, but we may have some to spare around here, as there's a ton of things that need to be cleaned up. This area is quickly turning into a disaster. So that thing's done. I'm going to work around here in the base just a little bit, clean up some of this mess, get rid of some of these chests. We're starting to get chests everywhere. There's a chest there, chest there, chest there, all this, all that. I want to get this area cleaned back up because, well, if you don't, it becomes a complete disaster. That spot in the ceiling. There's just too many things to do. Too many things to do. Right, let me get this cleaned up and then we'll move on to the next part of today's video. And all of this has now been cleaned up, and this thing has been running the whole time. And you know, and it's really got me to thinking. You know, I said that I'm out of shulker shells earlier, and I am. I 100% am. But we're going to go ahead and grab these. We're going to throw these into the system, and I need a bunch. I need a bunch, because we still got just all kinds of stuff down here. And while we're here, just to see, for cleanup, yeah, took about half an hour. That seems about right. But, as I said, it's got me to thinking. Where have all my shulkers gone? Now, somebody out there's going to go, Foxy took them. Yeah, he probably took a few, but that's all good. That's to be expected. But I did a lot of cleaning up. I cleaned up around the base. I cleaned up all the wood collection back there. I've cleaned up just about everything. And all the shulkers we got to our name are right here. Now, don't get me wrong. That's still quite a few. And now we got some... No, these all go into the system. Well, that one could go there. The rest of these, yeah, we're really out of shulkers, and I'm trying to remember where all of my shulker boxes are. Now, sitting here thinking, I know for a fact that I've got some tied up over there at the island where I was going to build the villager trading hall, where we started building the bee farm, and I don't know how many I got there, but it got me to thinking, you know where some of mine are? At the first village. There should be a bunch over there. As a matter of fact, let's just go over there and see. And if you don't remember by what I mean by the first village where we did, what in the world is going on here? Okay, that's some beehives. That is more than that's a creeper. that was genuinely a creeper. Is that a creeper in his smelter? Yes, it is. Have fun with that, Tiz. Have fun with that. Right, the first village where we did the villager challenge over here, that started a project over here, and don't know if I'm ever going to come back to be honest with you, just because stuff and things. And if we look here, yeah, I knew there should have been some over here. What do we got? Stone. We got stone. Ladies and gentlemen, we got all kinds of stone. That's not exactly what I was looking for, but let's see. We got stone, we got some snow, some wool, cobble, just all kinds of randomness. Oh, we got some ice there too. I forgot about that. Right. So let me get all this collected, get this all taken back to base. Tiz was over there. I did a little bit of a flyby. He was over there working on, looked like moving some villagers. And look, we're still going on about this whole water good, water bad. No. Bad. If I can type. Bad. Good talk, Tiz. Good talk. Right. So what are we going to get into for the rest of today's episode? Stop it, Tiz. We're trying to do stuff here. Well, I'm torn. I could either work on this here, getting this beautified, I guess, getting that around. We could go end rating. We could work on this more. I have no clue. I have no clue whatsoever. The only thing that I do know for a fact is I'm going to drop this stuff off over here. I'm going to jump onto Twitch, do a bit of live streaming, and we'll see what the people want us to do for the rest of this episode. So yeah, I will catch you all when I'm done over there. And if you had to guess what the people have chosen for us to do, you would probably have guessed right. Yep, we're in the end. I should have knew it. You should have knew it. And we've been end rating for a bit now. And if we take a look here, got quite a bit of armor. Not too worried about it though. Not nothing necessarily that I need. Got a little bit of block collection, and we're up to about 4.5 stacks of shulkers, which is not bad. So it's the wee hours of the morning here. I just logged back in. We did the stream yesterday and got that all situated out. But when I go end raiding, I like to do a lot of end raiding. So next on the list for me is to actually continue on a bit this morning. I want to get more shells, because usually when I go to the end, I spend usually about 12 hours in here. Now, I'm not going to do that today, and usually I don't do it all at once. What I do is I end raid for a couple hours, dig a hole, log out, come back, end raid for a couple hours, and back and forth, and so on and so forth. So, yes, more end raiding will be nothing interesting to see here. Usually end raiding is just a lot of this, flying around looking for cities. I mean, it's nice that we're on the server and we have a little bit of a bumped up render distance, but in actuality, it's still very time consuming. And when you're doing it solo, just, not a lot going on. So, I'll see you when we get back to base. And I've done just about all the end raiding I'm going to do. And it turned out pretty good. We've got a total of 6 plus these shulker boxes that I just made. Now, just got back over to base, just got my ender chest resorted out and everything. And here we are at this thing again. Now, I said that I want to eventually turn this into fuel for a farm. I do. And we're going to probably make it a pickle farm. That's just the best way that I can figure about going about this. But we're definitely not going to be getting to that today. But I want to actually AFK at this thing for a little bit and start, wow. Yeah, as you can see, it's already filling up. It's already filling up and it's starting to generate a lot of drops already. Matter of fact, yeah, we got stuff sitting there just waiting. So what are we going to do? We're going to knock out some of this here first, just to, well, we can't pass up the free clay for one, and put some shulker boxes in here, some hoppers, and do some storage on this thing. And I'm breaking stuff. That this is not how things are supposed to go. I just want the clay. Can I have the clay? And you know, I just threw this in here really quick. I thought, hey, this will suffice for now. I don't want to worry with this. This is not going to suffice for now. This is going to fill up really quickly. And it's got me to thinking, the rest of this all needs to go. This needs to go. So let's get all this taken care of. All of this has now been cleaned up. And if we actually take a look here, there is a lot of stuff here. If I save any more dirt the rest of the season, someone make sure to yell at me, okay? Just make sure to yell at me. Now, I added in this temporary storage system here, just to give something that I could break off without having to move it back and forth. And it's really not going to buy me much time. I mean, that's literally an hour to 3.5 hours of just being around my base. I mean, that's just a couple streams, that's just messing around the base, and that's going to be completely full. That's going to be completely full. So you know what? I think I'm going to leave this for now, because I have many things that I want to do, and I'm still not sure how I'm going to do it. As I said, I got this water stream here. I can easily pump the stuff. What are you? Bamboo up and over. And I was originally going to rebuild that witch leg there, and I don't think I am. And I actually think that I'm going to tear this one out as well, because the bone meal is going to go into a pickle farm, as I've said in the past, and we're going to have to come up with a way. Oh wow, now this is overflowing. If it's not one thing, it's another. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Actually, that's pretty crazy. You know, I do hope that the kelp farms do eventually get fixed, but in the meantime, we're going to work on this. Now watch an update come out tomorrow. That would just ruin everything. Right, distracted. Pickle farm gonna go there. Bamboo gonna come up and over and into a smelter array. I'm really debating if we should take this one right here and run the rail system right here up and into the roof up there, and see if we can come up with a way to automate the host system up there. That could be interesting. That could. As far as fuel goes, but at the same time, I need the fuel to power a smaller little smelter over here. That's not going to be a permanent feature neither. I don't know. There's many things that I need to debate, and I'm not sure where to go with this thing. I mean, I could use some feedback from you. Do you think we should try to first pull the bamboo from that over and into that behind us? And if so, by using that as fuel, we would have to move the minecart to the top. There's no way around it. We'd have to move it to the top. We'd have to create a timed loader that would constantly keep this system filled up with fuel. And then we would need overflow as well. So once everything gets fuel and gets full, we would need somewhere to store the extra bamboo. I don't know. Many things to consider. Or should we just go rocket straight into a pickle farm and just leave that as it is? I don't know. It's making my head hurt, and I think that's just about where I'm going to wrap up this video today. I've got a lot of things to debate, so if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I will catch all of you all next time. Goodbye! 2 fiery rockets.